What if I told you that you could own a hurricane-rated, snow-proof, 50-year warranted farmhouse for less than the price of a used Ford F-250? No, this isn't a scam. It's not a tiny house on a trailer either. It's a Quonset farmhouse, that curved steel building you've seen on old military bases and Grandpa's back 40. Except now people are turning them into some of the most beautiful, energy-efficient homes in rural America. And in 2026, you can get one, fully kitted and livable, for under $99,000. Today I'm ranking the 6 best Quonset farmhouse kits you can actually buy right now, from the most affordable starter shell all the way up to the one I'd personally put on my own land. Stick around, because number 1 on this list shocked me. It's the closest thing to a too-good-to-be-true home that's actually true. Before we get into it, if you're even a little bit obsessed with off-grid living, homesteading, or just escaping the insanity of the housing market, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. I put out videos like this every single week, breaking down real prices, real builders, and real numbers, not fantasy renderings. And if you want the full spec sheets and supplier links for every home on this list, they're linked down in the description. Okay, let's get into it. Before we rank these, let's quickly talk about why Quonset homes have completely exploded in popularity over the last couple of years. A Quonset hut is a prefabricated steel building with that signature curved, semi-cylindrical shape. They were originally designed during World War II to house soldiers because they could be shipped in pieces and bolted together in a matter of days. Fast forward to 2026, and that same bolt-together simplicity is exactly why homesteaders, farmers, and off-grid dreamers are using them to build full-blown farmhouses. Here's why they're winning right now. Number 1, speed. A basic shell can go up in as little as 10 to 14 days with a small crew. Number 2, strength. Because there's no truss system and no long unsupported spans, these buildings shrug off heavy snow loads and hurricane-force wind in a way that a stick-built home simply can't compete with. Number 3, and this is the big one, price. Based on current 2026 steel building industry data, a Quonset kit alone runs somewhere between $6 and $20 per square foot, and a fully finished, move-in-ready building, foundation, insulation, electrical, interior framing, the whole thing, typically lands between $45,000 and $120,000, depending on size and finish level. That means with smart choices, a real, livable farmhouse under $99,000 isn't just possible, it's realistic for a huge number of these builds. One honest disclaimer before we dive in. Prices for steel buildings move with steel commodity prices, shipping costs, and your specific region. So treat every number in this video as a 2026 ballpark, not a locked-in quote. Always get a direct quote from the manufacturer for your zip code before you commit. Okay, with that out of the way, let's start the countdown at number 6. Wait until you see number 1. Number 6, the starter shell. A compact Q model or P model kit, roughly 24 by 40 to 30 by 40. We're kicking off the list with what I call the Gateway Quonset Farmhouse, a compact kit in the 24 by 40 to 30 by 40 foot range. This is your entry point into Quonset living, and it's shockingly affordable. Manufacturers like Steelmaster and Powerbilt steel buildings offer these smaller kits, and based on current market data, the raw kit, the steel arches, panels, and hardware, typically runs somewhere between $7,000 and $24,000 for this size range. Add a concrete slab foundation, end walls with a door and a couple of windows, basic spray foam insulation, and rough electrical, and you're looking at a realistic total in the neighborhood of $45,000 to $60,000, fully assembled. That leaves you a genuinely huge cushion under the $99,000 ceiling, which means you could use the leftover budget for a septic system, a well, solar panels, or a wraparound porch to make it feel like an actual farmhouse instead of a Quonset shed. Here's the trade-off though, and I want to be honest with you about it. At around 900 to 1,200 square feet, this is a cozy home, great for a couple, a single homesteader, or a weekend retreat. But it's tight if you're planning a family. If you go with a full-arch Q model, the curved walls also eat into your usable floor space from floor to ceiling, so your furniture placement takes a little creativity. A P model, which uses straight sidewalls topped with a pitched or arched roof, gives you more standard wall space to work with if that matters to you. Why it lands at number 6? It's the cheapest legitimate path onto this list, and it proves the concept, but it's not the most livable option here. Think of this as your prove the lifestyle works before you go bigger home. If you're the kind of person who wants to dip a toe into steel home living without draining your entire budget, keep this one in your back pocket. But we've got 5 more homes to go, and they get progressively more impressive, so don't go anywhere. Number 5. The Curvco 30x40 Home Kit. Coming in at number 5 is a favorite among DIY homesteaders, the Curvco 30x40 Quonset Home Kit. What makes Curvco stand out isn't flash, it's substance. Every one of their buildings uses one-size nut and bolt construction, meaning every hole is pre-drilled and pre-punched at the factory. If you've ever tried to self-build anything and gotten stuck measuring and drilling in the field, you already understand why that matters. A small crew can realistically get this shell erected in 3 to 4 days. And here's the number that really got my attention. Curvco backs their steel with a 50-year Galvalume Plus warranty against rust perforation and corrosion. That's not a typo, 50 years. In an industry where a lot of competitors offer 20 or 25 years, that warranty alone tells you they're using serious American steel and standing behind it. For a 30x40 footprint, you're looking at roughly 1,200 square feet of interior space once you frame it out. Based on 2026 pricing across the industry for this size and finish level, a realistic all-in budget, kit, foundation, end walls, insulation, and basic interior lands somewhere between $55,000 and $80,000, which comfortably clears the $99,000 bar and still leaves room for upgrades like a real kitchen island or a soaking tub. The reason this doesn't crack the top 4 comes down to one thing. Curvco leans heavily into the build-your-own-ends philosophy. That's fantastic if you're handy or you've got a contractor buddy. But if you're hoping for a more turnkey, hold-your-hand experience, this build will ask more of you than some of the options still to come. If DIY grit is your thing, this home might honestly deserve to be higher on your personal list, but for the average buyer, it lands right here at number 5. We are just getting started. Number 4 is where things start to feel less like a shed with a bed and more like an actual architectural farmhouse. Let's keep going. Number 4. Sunward Steel Buildings Quonset Home. At number 4, we've got a manufacturer with some serious staying power. Sunward Steel Buildings, which has been in the industry for more than 45 years. Longevity matters a lot in the steel building world because it tells you 2 things. The engineering has been battle-tested across decades of climates and codes, and the company will likely still exist to honor your warranty in 20 years. That's not something you can say about every steel building outfit that popped up during the recent building boom. Sunward's approach to Quonset-style homes leans toward a more refined, farmhouse-forward aesthetic. Instead of the classic half-pipe-on-the-ground look, their designs often incorporate raised knee walls, allowing for taller sidewalls before the arch begins to curve. That single design choice is a game-changer for livability, meaning more usable floor space, the ability to fit standard-height furniture and cabinetry against the walls, and a ceiling that feels like an actual home rather than a tunnel. For a mid-size build in the 32x50 range, around 1,600 square feet, expect the base kit to land somewhere in the $20,000 to $35,000 range based on current 2026 steel building pricing. Once you add a proper foundation, raised knee walls, full insulation, windows, doors, and basic interior finishing, your realistic total comes in between $70,000 and $95,000, putting it right up against our budget ceiling, but still under it if you shop smart and consider a DIY or partial DIY build to save on labor. This is genuinely one of the more farmhouse-looking options on this list once it's finished out. Picture board and batten siding on the end walls, a metal roof color that actually complements the steel arch, and a covered front porch tacked onto the gable end. It photographs beautifully, and more importantly, it lives well. The only reason it's not higher on the list is budget tightness. At the top of its price range, you're eating almost your entire $99,000 budget just on the shell and basics, which doesn't leave much room for land improvements, a well, or septic if you don't already have those in place. All right, we're halfway through, and I promise the next 3 homes are where this list gets genuinely exciting. If you're still with me, drop a comment right now telling me which state or province you're watching from. I read every single one, and it helps me figure out which climates to focus on in future videos. Number 3. Powerbilt Steel Buildings S-Model Farmhouse. Number 3 on our list is the S-Model from Powerbilt Steel Buildings, and this is where things start to feel less like a converted storage building and more like a genuine architectural statement. Powerbilt has been factory direct for more than 20 years, meaning there's no middleman marking up your kit, and they hold an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. In an industry where a lot of buyers get burned by fly-by-night sellers, that track record actually matters. The S-Model uses straight sidewalls that transition into an arched roof profile, giving you a taller, more open feel along the walls than a full-arch design, while still keeping that unmistakable curved roof silhouette. When you finish out an S-Model with big gable-end windows and a farmhouse-style wraparound porch, you get a home that genuinely stops traffic. This is the model people take photos of and ask, "Wait, that's a steel building?" For a 40 by 60 S-Model, you're working with roughly 2,200 square feet of raw shell space before interior framing eats into it. The base kit for this size typically runs between $28,000 and $48,000, based on current market pricing. Finishing costs bring your all-in budget for a nicely finished home in this size to somewhere between $85,000 and $98,000. That's cutting it close to our ceiling, which is exactly why this one lands at number 3 instead of higher. But if you're willing to go a size down, say a 32 by 50 S-Model instead of 40 by 60, you can comfortably pull this same architectural look down into the $65,000 to $78,000 range, giving yourself real breathing room in the budget. Here's my honest take. If you want your Quonset home to look intentional, like a designer chose that profile on purpose, rather than looking like you converted a barn, the S-Model is the move. It's simply the most photogenic option we've covered so far. 2 more to go, and trust me, they're both worth the wait. Number 2 brought me actual property listings when I was researching this video, and number 1 is the build I genuinely choose for my own family. Let's keep climbing. Number 2. Long Life Steel Buildings, Custom Quonset Farmhouse. At number 2, we've got a manufacturer that specializes in something the bigger players often can't offer. Full customization, built entirely with 100% American-made steel. Long Life Steel Buildings will engineer your kit to your exact specs, rather than forcing you into a handful of preset models. For a farmhouse build specifically, that means you can dictate exact sidewall height, roof pitch, window and door placement, and porch attachment points before a single piece of steel gets cut. If you've ever been frustrated designing around a one-size-fits-most kit, this is the antidote. The custom nature of these kits means pricing varies more than any other option on this list, but based on comparable sizing and finish levels across the industry in 2026, a well-appointed 32 by 48 custom long-life farmhouse, with raised knee walls, generous glazing, insulated panels, a slab foundation, and rough interior, typically lands between $72,000 and $92,000 all in. That's real farmhouse territory, at a price that would barely get you a down payment in a lot of housing markets right now. What earns this the number 2 spot isn't just the price, it's the flexibility. Because everything is custom engineered, you can design specifically around agricultural needs from day one. A mudroom entry built for muddy boots and feed buckets, a side lean-to for equipment storage, oversized doorways for moving furniture or livestock feed, and reinforced roof sections if you're in heavy snow country. This is a farmhouse designed by someone who actually understands farm life, not just a home that happens to sit on farmland. The only reason it's not sitting at number 1 is timeline and complexity. Custom engineering takes longer to design and quote than an off-the-shelf model, so if you need to move fast, this isn't your quickest path to move-in day. But if you've got a few extra weeks of patience, and you want a home that's genuinely built around how you live and work, this might actually be the best value on the entire list. Alright, this is it, number 1, and I promise you, this is exactly the payoff I told you about at the beginning of the video, so if you skipped ahead, go back, because the context for why this wins actually matters. Number 1. Steelmaster P-Model Quonset Farmhouse. Taking the top spot is the Steelmaster P-Model, and after digging through the pricing, the warranties, and real owner stories, this is the one I'd put my own name on. Here's why Steelmaster earns the crown. This company operates in 40 countries and all 50 US states, and they source their steel through a partnership with ArcelorMittal, one of the largest steel producers on the planet. Their sheets are manufactured using an electric arc furnace process that incorporates a meaningful percentage of recycled content, and the product meets LEED Green building requirements. Steelmaster also backs their buildings with a 50-year Galvalume Plus warranty against rust perforation and corrosion, the same industry-leading protection you saw with Curvco earlier in this list. So beyond just being affordable, this is genuinely one of the more durable and sustainable ways to build a home in 2026. But let's talk real numbers, because that's what you're actually here for. There's a documented case of a real family, the Saldivars, who purchased their pre-engineered Steelmaster shell kit starting in the $24,000 price bracket. That price point was for their specific size and model, and your exact cost will depend on your footprint and finish choices, but it illustrates exactly why Steelmaster tops this list. Their P-model kits, which use straight sidewalls topped with a pitched or arched roof rather than a full arch, are among the most space-efficient and cost-efficient designs in the entire Quonset category. Why does the P model beat a full arch design on livability? Because those straight sidewalls mean zero wasted floor space. You can push a dresser, a kitchen counter, or a bookshelf flush against the wall just like you would in a conventional home. No curve to work around. That single design detail massively increases how normal the home feels to live in day to day, while still giving you that dramatic curved roof silhouette that makes Quonset homes so visually distinct. For a 30 by 50 P model, a genuinely comfortable 1,500 square foot farmhouse footprint, based on current 2026 kit pricing and typical finishing costs, you're looking at a realistic all-in total between $68,000 and $90,000. That includes the kit, a proper slab foundation, custom end walls with framed door and window openings, spray foam insulation throughout, and basic interior electrical and plumbing rough-in. That leaves you anywhere from $9,000 to over $30,000 of breathing room under our $99,000 ceiling. Money you could put toward a covered porch, a metal roof upgrade, solar panels for off-grid capability, or simply keep in reserve for the inevitable surprises that come with any build. And because Steelmaster is such a massive operator, most homeowners can also access local contractor networks for installation, rather than relying purely on DIY assembly, giving you flexibility whether you're a hands-on builder or you'd rather hire it out. That combination, proven real-world pricing, a 50-year corrosion warranty, sustainable sourcing, straight sidewalls for maximum livability, nationwide support, and real comfortable square footage, all while leaving cash left over in your budget, is exactly why the Steelmaster P model takes the #1 spot on this list. Bonus: things nobody tells you. Before we wrap up, I want to give you 3 quick reality checks that most Quonset home videos completely skip over, because I want you to go into this with your eyes open. First, the kit price is never the whole story. Industry data consistently shows that base kit prices can end up 25 to 30% higher once you add end walls, base connectors, insulation, and doors. Always budget for the finished total, not the headline kit number you see advertised. Second, land matters more than the building. None of the prices in this video include land, well, septic, or utility hookups unless I specifically mentioned it. If you're buying raw land, add that cost separately before you get your heart set on a number. Third, BC's permitting varies wildly by county. Some jurisdictions treat Quonset homes exactly like any other residential structure. Others require special engineering reviews because the design is non-traditional. Typical permit costs run anywhere from $300 to $4,000, but call your local building department before you order a kit, not after. So there you have it, 6 real Quonset farmhouses, real 2026 pricing, and every single one of them lands under $99,000 for a genuinely livable home. If this video saved you hours of research, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who are trying to escape the insane cost of traditional home building. Subscribe if you haven't already, because next week I'm breaking down the real cost of off-grid solar setups for homes exactly like these. Numbers, brands, and everything. And let me know in the comments, which one of these 6 would you actually build? Number 6 for the budget win, or number 1 for that perfect balance of space and price? I'll be replying down there all week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.